Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to give an update on the stock market and how I am positioning myself. So during my last update, I mentioned that I was no longer in stocks and I was 100% in cash. And today's update is more of the same. I'm still 100% in cash, in Robinhood at least. And on Robinhood, I definitely trade a lot more aggressively. I trade leverage stocks and I trade tech stocks and things like that. So it definitely matters that I'm only there when I feel comfortable. And that's basically my system. If I don't feel comfortable investing in stocks when I'm trading very aggressively, then I can't afford to be in those stocks. But on my M1 Finance account, I continue to invest little by little, definitely not as much as I used to. And for the most part, I feel like the market still has another leg down to go, potentially a lot more than that. I don't think it'll be as bad as a recession, but I do think there is a lot of potential for another lower low. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the things that I'm looking at right now. So I want to turn your attention to a few different time frames. We'll start with the weekly, do kind of a long-term view at first. So on the weekly time frame, take a look at the candlestick this week. I know it's just Thursday, but look at how much upper wick there is. There's definitely a lot of aggressive shorting going on here. On the weekly time frame, we could not close above this red resistance area, which is around the 2790, 2800 range, which I think has a lot of significance. So we got rejected here earlier in March 2018. We got rejected here in at the start of June 2018. And it ended up being very important support when we eventually did break above it. But clearly we lost it and we didn't capture it again. On the daily time frame, once again, we are hovering around the 200-day moving average. And it's never a good sign if a stock doesn't completely just touch it and then bounce. I need to see some more demand from the buyers, but I just don't see that right now. Also on a daily time frame, take a look at the candlestick that was printed yesterday. So this is whenever you see a bull hammer at the top of an uptrend, that's usually a sign of distribution. So in short-term tops, believe it or not, there is not only a lot of selling, but there's also a lot of buying. So if you guys can see how much lower wick there is, the reason why it's distribution is because the people here that think that this is a good buying opportunity are buying, while a lot of people are selling. So that's what I see when I see things like this. And this entire rally definitely looks just like a counter trend rally before continuing on to the downside. Again, once again, we are back at the 200-day moving average. And if we cleanly break below it, I think a trapdoor opens for a lot worse potential. The last time frame that I want to look at is the 4-hour time frame. So the move, the place at which we rejected is the 0.5 retracement, which is also where the 200 period moving average is on the 4-hour time frame. So if this is going to be 3 waves down, then this would be the first wave. As an A wave, this would be a B wave. And the C wave, we can expect to be a 1-to-1 relationship between A and C, which could put us around 2600 or lower. So to be honest, what I'm going to be watching out for when we do break lower is some support around the 200-week moving average. So it is quite possible that we spiral out of control that much. I will be looking out for a weekly RSI. I'll be watching out for when it's oversold. But for the most part, like I said, I'm not liking what I'm seeing. So I'm just on the sidelines right now watching. In terms of how to protect yourself, I think gold is actually looking pretty good right now, but normally I don't say that gold has an opposite relationship with the market. I don't think that's true. I don't think it should be used as a hedge in any way. But I think the recommended thing to do, at least for me, is to be in cash. So that's going to be it for this update. I hope you guys learned something, and if you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comments. Like and subscribe if you guys like this content. And with that out of the way, I hope you have a great night.